Most of the content around MultiVersus focuses on the characters that should be added to the game, and that's true for my channel as well. Today, I wanted to talk about the unsung hero of the game, something just as important as characters, if not even more so. Of course, I'm talking about stages, baby. The backdrops to our epic battles and teabagging frenzies. They're what's going to add gameplay variety once you find your main, and I've come up with a saucy little list of the stages I would love to see get added. Some are for nostalgia, some are for the music, and one is to keep the franchise alive. So without any further delay, let's get started. The first two stages I want to discuss today are the Warner Brothers Water Tower and the Mesas. Here's the thing, I just don't think these stages are very fun to speculate about. If you know, you know. We already kind of know a bit about these, and I'll leave it at that. Obviously, these stages would be great inclusions, and they're iconic to their respective series. Still, the other stages are a bit more exciting for me, for reasons that I'm just not going to go into in this video. You know what Cartoon Network show has an incredible backdrop, unique art style, and fun music? Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which is exactly why we need the house as a stage in this game. I know we don't have any characters from the series in the game yet, but I'm not really worried about that for this list. I've only given 3 franchises that are already in the game a stage, because there's a lot of cool stuff that's not in the game already. Anyways, back to Foster's. The home could be the first traveling stage in the game. You start in the front yard, go inside, make your way through the floors of the house while seeing a bunch of imaginary friends along the way. If that's too much though, you could always just have this as a stationary stage with the house in the background and have various imaginary friends poke their heads out of the windows and doors occasionally. Next up, I want to talk about a stage that got a lot sadder over the last week or so. Infinity Train is an imaginative, fun, well-written, and beloved show that got removed from pretty much everywhere it was officially available. It's heartbreaking for the creators and for the fans alike, and even if it's not super likely, I would love for the engine to be a stage in the game. It acts as a way to preserve the memory of that show for a long time, and it also just make for a great stage. Are you kidding me? The endless train traveling through a barren wasteland with beautiful and varied environments in each of the cars? Yeah, that's rad as hell. You know what else is rad? Mortal Kombat. I fucking love Mortal Kombat, which is why you guys should subscribe and follow me on Twitter. There's really no correlation if I'm being honest, but it's the shilling part of the video, and it genuinely helps me a ton when you do subscribe or support me. I'd love to reach 25k by the end of the year, and thanks to you guys being absolutely awesome, that actually seems possible. I think we can do it. Also, if you want to reach me or ask me a question directly, Twitter is definitely the best place to do just that. Alright, let's get back into the topic at hand. We need the pit in the game. The Mortal Kombat stage where you die by plummeting to your death is the perfect place for a platform fighter, and the stage is also just gorgeous. The bright moon in the background is the primary source of light. The jagged rocks broken up by the occasional lantern giving off this soft orange glow. What a great stage, and I would love to see it come to MultiVersus. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little JoJo's Bizarre Adventure ignorant. I'm not exactly well versed in the series. I've watched a season and a half, but hot damn is Cairo my favorite stage in my Mugen build. This setting is absolutely gorgeous, and it's so different to anything we currently have in the game. I wish I could say more about it, but I haven't gotten that far into the show yet. This made it on here entirely because of its visuals, and yeah, I think that's the most important thing for a stage to have. Also, we could get JoJo's music in the game. You don't need to actively watch the show to know that JoJo's music absolutely slaps. Okay, for this next stage, let me set the scene real quick. A vibrant orange and blue backdrop, while the stage itself is on the back of one of the vehicles on the Fury Road. In the background, you'll see cars smashing into each other, dust clouds behind tires, and in the far distance, a colossal sandstorm. I love the visuals of Mad Max Fury Road. I think it's one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen, and it has the potential to be the coolest stage in the entire game. Kind of like how Bricksburg has the potential to be the best stage in the entire game. Let's be real here, you can do a lot with Lego. This city made entirely from Lego from the Lego movie would be the perfect backdrop for a fight, and I think you can do a lot of fun stuff with destructible walls and environments. Honestly, even if the Lego movie didn't have Bricksburg, Lego City has been the most successful Lego set series that doesn't involve a major IP. Of course, it deserves to be featured in MultiVersus. We've gotten to our first stage for a franchise that's already featured in the game, kind of. Titan's Tower is one of DC's most iconic locations, but it represents a set of characters that haven't been included yet. Like I said, if you know, you know, and we'll probably be seeing this stage within a year. Still, it deserves a mention for how iconic it is to my childhood specifically. That's right, to be featured in my videos, you just have to appeal to my deep personal biases. And speaking of deep personal biases, I loved Harry Potter growing up. Hogwarts is easily one of the coolest locations not currently featured in the game, and the music this fantastical stage would feature, oh my god dude, the music. The Harry Potter theme still sends chills up my spine 15 years later, and let's be honest guys, there's a reason the world of Harry Potter is a damn theme park. Nothing quite fits a video game, and nothing's quite more entertaining than a castle filled with wizards, talking paintings, and flying brooms. So, for the last couple of stages in this video, I wanted to give some more stages to franchises that are already featured inside the game. The throne room from Game of Thrones is iconic. Sure, the ice wall would probably be a more epic backdrop, but the throne room is the core of the show. After all, it's called the Game of Thrones, not the Game of Walls, right? The Iron Throne is the first time I can think of that a chair has been so iconic that it's the mascot for a series, and I think we should celebrate that. Not just because it's a badass throne made of swords, but for chairs everywhere across the world that have always dreamed of having this opportunity. You know, I really want Metropolis in this game. The Fortress of Solitude would also be sick, but with Black Adam on the way, I think Metropolis could work as a stage for both Superman and Black Adam. They fight all the time, and yeah, they fought in Metropolis before. There's also no city stage in the game yet, and I can't think of a more beautiful one than Metropolis. A bright, colorful city with a big golden globe in the background. If we get another DC stage anytime soon, I want it to be this one. Let's also think about the remix of Superman's iconic theme that could accompany the stage. Yeah, that'd make me pretty happy. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't want to put the Mesas on here, but I do want to mention Looney Tune World from Space Jam. I really can't think of a better stage to feature in the game for the Looney Tunes. Its rabbit season pasted on a tree is the first thing I think of when I think about the franchise, and it could actually be featured as part of this stage. There'd also be lots of room for fun cameos in the background, and as of right now, I think this stage is the one that I want in the game the most. That is, aside from a MultiVersus original championship stage. I'm using the one for Street Fighter as a reference, but hear me out. How sick would MultiVersus take on this kind of stage be? Imagine an arena with thousands and thousands of spectators as the backdrop, showing up to watch these absolute icons from across the multiverse. It'd also be dope if they could feature the names of the winners of the last big tournament on this stage somewhere. And what if the music for this stage were just the most popular tracks in the game? Maybe every 3 months, fans could vote on which 5 tracks will be featured on the stage for that rotation. I think there's a lot of cool community interaction this stage could have, and come on, it'd be badass to win a close set on this level, but those are just my picks. Let me know which stages you guys would like to see in my comment section down below. I'm honestly pretty curious what you guys have to say. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed your time here, and I'll smell you guys later.
So.